What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about how to unlock the Obsidian Camo in Modern Warfare 3, some new Season 4 rewards, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and earlier today on stream, I finally unlocked the Interstellar Camo within multiplayer. For those out there that are like, wait, DK, you're really late on this. Yeah, I know, I was taking my time with it. I did some weapon leveling during, I think, the preseason and quite a bit of Season 1. Then I knocked out Gilded fairly quickly, but knocked out a lot of Forged within Season 2, and managed to wrap everything up here before the end of our third season. With that, we have plenty of brand new article coverage also going up over on dkdynamite.com for those that want to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty. If you're wondering if I'm going to be going for the Borealis camo in this game, I may end up going for that starting with, I want to say, Season 4 Reloaded once those unstable rifts do get added in. I'm still contemplating it, but either way, I'll probably decide on that in the next month or whatnot. With that being said, unexpectedly earlier today, Raven Software did confirm that Ashika Island is getting vaulted. So as they went ahead and wrote, Ashika, crafted by our partners at High Moon and introduced in Warzone in February 2023, will soon see its last week in Modern Warfare 3. Now, they're directing their focus towards other map mode combinations for upcoming playlist updates, and it's part of a continued effort to provide players with a recurring, focused playlist that delivers on the best player experience. Nevertheless, the adrenaline rush of dropping on Oganaku Farms, the memories of tense final circles on Tsuki Castle, or feeding the sea lion at Beach Club will endure. So it looks like Ashika's getting rotated into the playlist update as of this Thursday, May 23rd. That'll be the final week you can go ahead and play Ashika Island before the sun does set on that map. Now, to my understanding though, you can still play Ashika through DMZ since there's plenty of content that is still available through that mode. And it's the same deal as Al Mazrah, right? The map got vaulted many months ago, but if you hop into DMZ, you can still play that map since there's weapon cases you can earn and plenty of content that is required through those story missions. But I do think it would have been interesting if for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, we would have gotten support for, let's say, Ashika, Vandal, then Fortune's Keep and Rebirth. That would have been interesting to spice things up every season with a new exclusion zone to jump into. On top of the Dark Ether Rifts take us to Al Mazrah. That would have been interesting, unless they could have done something where maybe each Dark Ether Rift took you to a different Warzone map. So we got Al Mazrah in Season 1, they could have done Ashika in Season 2, and then so on and so forth. That would have been interesting, but wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing Ashika Island added to Warzone Mobile at some point. That was actually a suggestion that I made during COD Next last year. I'm like, hey, why don't you guys go ahead and add in all vaulted Warzone maps to the mobile experience so that the maps could still somewhat live on forever. But in my opinion, I think it would be best if they just kept Battle Royale on rotation with Urzikstan and Vandal once in a while, and then if you want to have a Resurgence rotation with Ashika, Fortunes, and Rebirth, that would be ideal. I know there's also the Urzikstan POIs, which apparently are pretty popular, but that's the way I would have done the Warzone playlist updates. Now, with that, we did get confirmation in Season 4 that we're going to be seeing daily login rewards. 7 camo variants for LGBTQ, as you could see on screen, and you're apparently going to find all of them in the store within a single free bundle. Unless I misinterpreted what they wrote here, it should just be a compilation of a bunch of camos within one free gift pack drop. Unless they drop these individually over the course of Season 4, I'll keep you guys posted with that one, but hey, free camos are free camos, right? They've added, I think, the most amount of camos in Modern Warfare 3 than any other Call of Duty, and it's impressive, and I do hope it set a standard for how future Call of Duties also add camos into the game. We'll circle back to that topic in just a couple of minutes, but we also have these camos, as you can see on screen. The one I want to focus on real quickly is that tarnished orange looking one, which was going to release in Season 5 of Modern Warfare 2 last year if the Task Force 141 faction ended up winning that event, but they didn't win, so all the content for the Task Force 141 side ended up getting vaulted. That camo has since popped back up. I'm not saying they're going to add in that soap skin called the Hawk. I mean, it would make sense this season considering soap is the highlight of the battle pass, but that camo may finally end up getting added in through a challenge event or something. But there's plenty of other really cool looking camos like Windfall, the lightning one. Hopefully they come out sooner than later, because some of these camos have been leaked out for several months now with no actual method to unlock them. So I'm curious what they're going to do with these camos, but I think it's great to know that plenty of camos are on deck ready to be released, and Modern Warfare 3 isn't going to slow down when it comes to some of these free universal camos. Now, when it comes to the Obsidian Camo, this is going to be the Season 4 weapon prestige reward. So as a huge FYI, this is a per weapon unlock type system, which means if you want to unlock this new Obsidian Camo, you have to have unlocked the One Trick Season 3 prestige camo first. That camo requires you to earn 150,000 weapon XP, not player XP, but weapon XP with the weapon that you're holding. Once you have that camo unlocked, you will then unlock the Season 4 prestige weapon camo, which is Obsidian, as you'll see, and the requirement for getting this camo is 200,000 weapon XP. XP. I think it would have been cool if you only needed 50,000 more XP to get Obsidian, but they wanted to make the grind worthwhile, I suppose. They wanted to ensure that it gives a lot of the hardcore grinders something to do. So instead of saying, okay, you got 150,000 XP for the Season 3 camo, now you only need 50,000 more for Obsidian, they said, nope, it's going to be a fresh start. Once you unlock access to this challenge, you then need 200,000 more weapon XP to unlock this. And obviously, as they confirm in the blog, using weapon XP tokens is definitely going to be the strat, and you don't really have to play any mode in particular. I think a good hour and a half of grinding some small map mosh pit or just any high-paced mode of multiplayer with a token active, that'll help you earn 150,000 weapon XP. But if you're on Warzone or Zombies, do contracts, open chests, and keep using that weapon as much as you possibly can. But like I mentioned earlier, this is a per weapon basis, so that means when you go ahead and unlock this prestige camo for one weapon, it won't unlock for any other weapons. It's just that one weapon that you're using, and people out there might disagree with how they've handled this system, but the thing is, I think most people out there would prefer to just unlock the camo on the weapons they actually want to use it on, instead of having to go ahead and unlock a camo on a ton of weapons across several categories, which might actually be for weapons that you're probably not going to use. You could just get the awesome, flashy looking prestige camo as soon as you can on the weapon that you just want to use it on. Now, it does look like the weapon prestige camos are loosely inspired by the mastery camos in the game, so the Season 3 prestige weapon camo, One Trick, is kind of a variant of Gilded. You can kind of get the gold vibe from it, whereas Obsidian here is kind of taken from Forged a bit. I'm talking about the color scheme, kind of the design of the camo itself. It's kind of similar to what the mastery camos already look like, so I'm assuming for Season 5's weapon prestige camo, it'll be something blue-ish to kind of fall in line with how Priceless looks, and then I'm curious what Season 6's weapon prestige camo is going to look like, if it's going to be loosely based on Interstellar. But then if you think about what the requirements are going to be for the next set of weapon prestige camos, if Season 3's was 150,000 and Season 4's is 200,000, does that mean we're going to have a requirement of 250,000 for Season 5 and then 300,000 for Season 6? That's a lot of weapon XP that luckily you have a limited time to actually grind through. These camos don't ever go away. There isn't some type of weird seasonal cap where you can only get the camo within a certain amount of time. You can get these camos at your own pace at any given time. But I'm definitely curious if they're going to end up doing an ultra camo unlock for having unlocked the weapon prestige camo on every single weapon in the game. They recently confirmed that these weapon prestige camos now work for Modern Warfare 2 weaponry. That was the original idea when these first came out with Season 3 Reloaded, but for some reason the One Trick camo was bugged for Modern Warfare 2 weapons. Now it's fixed, so I'm curious if they'll end up doing some type of reward where they're like, hey, you guys got the weapon prestige camo on every weapon in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and you then got every seasonal prestige camo on every weapon. Here's like some crazy looking animated camo reward or something along those lines. That would be cool, but I'm doubtful to do something like that because that's a ridiculous grind for like the 0.1% of players that plays Modern Warfare 3. That would take a crazy amount of time and far longer than any mastery camo ever has inside of the entire COD franchise. Now, it's still unclear if this is what Sledgehammer was referring to in the Season 3 creator call, where they said that they were looking into adding in some type of ultra grand mastery grind for those out there that already finished the mastery camos. Maybe that's what they were referring to. Maybe this is what they were referring to, considering how long it takes to get this camo on every weapon, even though you don't need to do that if you don't want to. It's either they were referring to this, or there is still going to be a reward for having unlocked the mastery camos in Modern Warfare 2, 3, we're talking Orion, we're talking maybe Serpentine from DMZ, Interstellar, Borealis, even Bioluminescent. Maybe there's still going to be something added in for having unlocked all that, but here's what I'll end this video with. I'm really a fan of this new system with weapon prestige camos. I think Sledgehammer has knocked it out the park with quality of life improvements for not just multiplayer, but the entire ecosystem of COD. I'm really crossing my fingers that Black Ops 6 offers a system like this, even if it's not right away at launch, but maybe by Season 1 or even 2, they add in this camo grind, because I think it gives players something extra to grind for even after they've done every single weapon in the game. If they've hit max rank with everyone and they've used the conversion kits, and I'm sure Black Ops 6 won't have conversion kits, but maybe they'll add in the operator mods from BO4, you never know. But apart from that, maybe people out there are done with the mastery camo grind by what, New Year's? So they need something to grind the rest of the year aside from other challenges in the game. It would be very healthy to see weapon prestige camos, right? Giving players something extra to work for apart from their regular player level. And then that's another discussion too about weekly challenges and weekly challenge events. That would be phenomenal to really ensure the replayability is through the roof for Treyarch's next COD and builds upon what has worked so damn well for Modern Warfare 3. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the Obsidian Camo unlock here inside of MW3? How are you feeling about some of the upcoming Season 4 rewards, plus everything else we we discussed. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.